This conference will now be recorded.
So today, right, we will discuss about what is the requirements, what are all the client requirements in Pega, how the clients reach us to the dev team, SIT team, testing team, and how the project management is done in Pega. Like usually nowadays, they follow the methodology called Agile methodology, which is the um, good software development life cycle for managing the projects. So, what is agile methodology? What are sprints? What is an each sprint is called? Then, how the defects are assigned? Then, how as a developer you have to be awake and how you have to work. So, all these things we'll be discussing today, and then we will wrap up that session for today. Okay, so let me take a notepad for you. Yeah, so the first PPT talks about right acquiring the client requirements. So now suppose I am a client. Okay, uh, I want to build an application for my organization. Okay, so my organization is kind of a take a simple example. Okay, Momo's restaurant. Okay, మన మన మోమో రెస్టారెంట్. Okay, so I want to open a restaurant. Okay, called Momos restaurant. So I'll sell momos. So I want to build an application for my organization to automate my business process. Okay, so I want to automate my business process where people come online, they order, and then they will get the order deliveries, then select the different types of momos, chicken momo. Right? You all know momos, right? I think, yeah. So obviously, uh, every we will have different taste, different varieties of momos. So now you are the owner. Okay, you are the owner of this restaurant, and you went to a service-based company. Okay, so you went to a service-based company, like any company. It can be TCS. Am I not audible? Everyone, am I not audible?
Yeah, you're audible.
Okay, okay. Yeah, Srinivas, can you check? Can you relog in once again? I mean, might be some audio issues. Yeah, Srinivas, you can relog in once again. I mean, okay. Yeah. So to proceed with, I was talking about the particular Momo restaurant. Yeah. So now I am an organization. I'm the owner of it. Correct. So I'm the owner of it, and I will be going to build that application. So I'll be going to a service-based company. Okay, to build my application. So it can be TCS, it can be Cognizant, okay, it can be Accenture, it can be Virtusa. So there are so many, okay, so on. The list goes on. So what I'll do, I will be going to any service-based company where Pega, they will have the Pega application, and they will try to help with the client requirements. So what this company does? So these service-based companies will try to acquire your requirements. So, right? So we are,
Hi Shiva,
let's
are
suppose, yeah,
are you speaking?
yes, yes,
Till now your voice went mute.
okay, okay. Yeah, yeah, I'm just now speaking. Yeah, I'm typing. Yeah, yeah. So I was talking that. So every service-based company will be acquiring our client requirements. Okay. Our, okay. So this whatever you want to build, right, for our uh, to our business to automate. Okay. So we just want to automate 40% of the particular business process. Okay. So every company or every client will have certain requirement where they want to automate 40%, 50%, okay, or 60%, anything, because they just want to automate some business requirements or business process of their organization. So now this TCS, suppose now we went to TCS. So I went to TCS and said, hey, I want to build an Pega application. So I want all the necessaries and this is my requirements. So you will be saying all your requirements, like what requirements, like, okay. So you'll be talking about all the requirements of all the service based, you know, the order of booking of the order and confirming of the order, then coming to the particular delivering of this order, and then shipping. Yeah, yeah, sorry. So I was going on mute. So I was talking about, so these requirements which I will say. So I will say them. So I will say them all the particular requirements of getting the delivery, then particular ordering of the particular momos. Like we have different momo styles, right? So then payment, getting the payment details, then getting the delivery address or shipping address, then delivering to an agent. Okay, so all these things we will be telling them. So we will tell the TCS that, hey, I want this application like this. So now what TCS does, so now my TCS is my service based company. Okay, right? So now what TCS does, so TCS will, okay, so the TCS will form a team, okay, of IT team. So they will form a IT team, okay, where they will consist of all the developers, testers, managers, business analysts, and all the team. So its whole IT team will be there. So this is what the TCS will do. So it will form a team to help the particular organization. And from the Momo also, So from the our Momo side also there will be uh, team. Okay, there will be a team of like few developers, like two developers of Pega, and some anytime anything guys, two developers, like three business analysts. So what are business analysts and all, I'll say. Okay, and like two testers, anything. Ours is a small application, no? So we'll be having less team. So this is all from our organization. So like our organization means like whoever building, right, those who want that application. So from their side also we have the team. Okay, why? Because that developer should make understand the users. So we will have the users, right, from Monomomos. So they will have all the users who will be using. So these developers and team will help the users in understanding the application. So that's why, like this big organization, right, all the Pega clients like Aflac, Cigna, then Anthem, and we have Verizon. So we have Broadridge. We have so many particular financial corporations, healthcare domains, okay, which are very large organizations. So like that, we have also one organization, and we'll be recruiting some developers and analysts and testers. Okay, so till here everyone understood? Any doubts? Yes, telecom. Yes, Shravan. So like Vodafone, obviously Vodafone is using, and there are so many other telecom industries, not from India, from other countries. They use the particular Pega as their service based application. Yeah. Okay. So any doubts till now? Everyone understood the concept or the what I'm saying, right? Everyone understood? Thumbs up, guys. Thumbs up or comment in chat. Yes, yes. So that I'll proceed further. Okay, good. Okay. So now, yeah. So now we had completely discussed about the client requirements and how the client will have. So now they will have a methodology which is called Agile methodology. So what is Agile methodology? We have to understand now. Okay. So in Agile methodology, we will follow the project management, in which we will discuss about how the projects moves forward, and how the particular applications are built according to the requirements, and what and all. Yeah. So in the Agile methodology, we will discuss about all the particular workflows or managing of the organization. And am I audible?
Not clear, Shiva.
Uh, let me join. Let me rejoin.
Hey everyone.
Yeah, sorry for the network issues, guys. Sorry. So now I'm clear. May I know in the chat?
Yes, Shiva, you are audible.
Yeah, thanks, Mati. Yeah. So I was discussing about the agile methodology. So in this agile methodology, right? So as I said, we have the input from business stakeholders. So business stakeholders are from the Mana Momo restaurants from their side. Okay. So they will hire a product manager. So what I'll do? So I will hire a product manager, and then I will have a product owner too. So obviously to understand more about the particular product. So what product I'm gonna build, what kind of application we're gonna do. So all these things, right? We will be doing and discussing in this product management. Okay. So now how this team will build, as I said. So we will have the Momo's users, right? As I said, so they will have developers who will make you the understand how it got developed, and there will be business analyst who will analyze the requirements. Okay, so business analyst will analyze the requirements from our users, and then they'll form a team. So once they form a team, they will connect with this all people users with the TCS IT team. Okay, so they will connect with the TCS IT team. So the connection between these two is called DCO. Okay, which is directly capture objectives. Okay, so this is called DCO because uh, we are directly capturing the requirements from the business users. Okay, so the TCS will have a sessions. They will have a DCO sessions where all the developers, testers, LSA managers, business analysts will connect with the client. So the Monomomo is a client. So I will be using like a client, guys. I will not use this name. So with the client. So TCS will have a client, and TCS will connect with the client. So in this DCO sessions, they will connect with the client, and they will make sure understand what are all the requirements are there, what we have to develop, and all these requirements are sorted down into certain user stories. Okay, so all the user stories. So user story is nothing but like all the user requirements. Okay, like what requirement? As I said, no, some requirements like giving an order, like customer should place an order, then customer should analyze the particular delivery date. Okay, or the different kinds of momos available, so that user will be able to select that momos and add to cart. Then it goes to the payment details like cash or card or any UPI payments. Then it will go to the successful order, then shipping, then delivered. So like this, we have to analyze or you know sort down all the requirements, so that TCS team will do it, because they will have the BAs ready, and they will have the client BAs also ready. So this both will connect, and they will sort down all the user requirements or the user stories. So once they sort down some user story, so they will decide to form a team. So they'll form a team, and they will plan the sprint. So sprint is a word which is used to tell about the different kinds of business or technical experiences where in each sprint, right, you will have a management like choosing the ideas, telling the best planning, and creating the particular prototype or testing the particular prototype. Okay, so all these things we will be learning and analyzing in the sprint. So what we do, so all the team members will have a sprint. Okay, so they will plan the sprint planning. So sprint planning meeting is the start of the sprint. Okay, so sprint planning will be the start of the sprint where we will discuss about how the user story should be assigned. So and how many developers we have to assign. So all the requirements, right, in the sprint planning session they will decide. Okay, who will decide? All the users, like from client team they will be having business analyst and the IT team. Okay, so I'll write it here: business analyst from client and IT team means that's client TCS. Okay, so they will connect and they will plan some stories. So they'll plan some all the user stories requirements in the sprint planning and they will assign. So they will be talking, okay, like how to plan each sprint. So each sprint means, so each sprint consists of 1 to 4 weeks. Okay, it can be any week, based on the client requirement. So whatever the client will say, but usually na it's 2 weeks. Okay, so many projects, I know many projects, especially my project also, of course. So if you go tomorrow also, many projects are usually they take 2 weeks of sprint planning. So each sprint means 2 weeks. Like sprint one consists of 2 weeks, then sprint two. After the 2 weeks, then sprint two will start. So then it will have next 2 weeks. Just like this it goes. And 2 weeks means approximately the 5 days. Okay, they will not consider the holidays, no. So 10 days. Okay, so each sprint will have 10 days of work, which they will analyze. So in that sprint planning only, they will analyze the user story and they will assign the user stories to all the team. All the team means they will assign the stories to developers, testers, and BAs. Also, BAs will be analyzing that stuff. They won't give this, so they will only give to the developers and testers. Okay, so like this, they will be assigning the user stories. So each user story or each sprint day to day, they will have the activities. So day to day activities are, so they they have a stand up call. Okay, status call and the time call. So usually this happens. Okay, and sometimes we have sprint refinement sessions. Okay, and we will have sprint planning, as I said, and sprint. Hey, if everyone, if you don't able to understand or anything, right, you can stop me. There is no hard and rule that I should complete and you should ask questions. Okay, so you can stop me I'll be able to explain again. Okay. So now day to daily, right? So daily, like from starting of one day, they will have stand up call. Stand up call means in that call you will be telling them that, hey, I will be working on this user story, I'll be working on this defect, and yeah, by little evening I'll update you. Then in the status call also, you will evening it will be status call usually. So usually this will be in morning. Okay, based upon the client, that's it. So we can't say anything. So usually this will be in the evening. So in the evening you will update, like, yeah, I have done this percentage of user story, I have completed this user story, and if you have any impediments or any blockers or any you will have, right? So any blocking issues or any dependencies, so all this will be you will be raising in this evening call or in the stand up call. Okay, then you will connect with the client, like you will explain them what you have done or what are the user stories you developed, some kind of changes. So you will be telling the best practices to the clients, right? Like, this is the best way, you people suggested like this, but we want to develop in different way. So like this you will be suggesting them with your different ideas. So as a developers, as a testers, you will be debugging that stories, and you will be, analyzing that once you join. Okay. So in that way, you will be telling and explaining all the stories of that particular user requirements. So you will be having user requirements, right? So in that way, you will explain them by sharing the screen and explaining their requirements in Pega. Okay, then sometimes you will have sprint refinement session. As I said, refinement session means, suppose there is one user story. Okay, so there is one user story which is very complex. So very complex means in this 10 days you will be not able to finish. Okay, I'm saying just an example. So in this 10 days you will be not able to finish, and once if you don't able to finish, right, what you do, you will refine it. Means the client BA and the team TCS BA will come, and they will refine your user story. Refine means they'll make it short or make it half, and they will some part they'll move to the next sprint, like sprint 2. Okay, now in sprint 1 we have the complex one. So the complex one will be made into half, and half will be built in this week, in this time period, and another half will be in the second sprint. So like this, they will refine any stories or modify any user story, if at all any user story or best one you suggest. So you will be updating that descriptions and acceptance criteria. Okay, and you will refine them. Then sprint planning, as I said in the first, so this is the first session where they will connect and plan the user stories. And sprint retrospective meetings means, like, what went wrong, what went good, like who has delayed, either BA has delayed or developers have delayed or testers have delayed or managers or any team. So it can be anyone who have done wrong. Then if you have done good, you will get appreciation. Then if you have not done well, then you will be you will get some extra knowledge or KT sessions, so that you will don't repeat that mistake next time. So all these things you will be having in the sprint retrospective meetings. So you'll be discussing with your client, and you will connect with them, and then you will analyze all your mistakes, what went wrong, what went good, what should be done next to improve the sprint and user stories. Okay, so like this it will be going and complete the each sprint. So once in each sprint you will go, you will be developing your applications, right? So yeah, so as you will develop the application, so you will be first developing your application in the dev environment. So development is done in the dev environment, correct? So where developers will be there, they will analyze the stories and they will, if it modify, they'll modify, otherwise they will try to fix that code in the dev environment. So once the user stories are developed, they will do the sanity testing. Okay, sanity testing means like normal unit testing kind of thing, where your code is working or not, you will check. Okay, you will check whether your code is working properly or not, and what are all requirements you have finished or not. You will be checking that. Once the code is fixed, right, you will be deploying it into the next environment. Okay, that is called as SIT or testing. So here, what will happen? The testers, I think we have few testers here, Swati and Venkat. So they will know, I mean, what I am explaining. So, and in this testing team, right, what they will do. So I'll just make sure they explain. Swati or Venkat, can you explain what you will do in this environment? Swati, can you explain?
Yeah, sure, Shiva.
Yeah,
Before the code is deployed to staging or SIT environment, testing team will be ready with all the test cases while a development team is developing the code. So, based on our test cases, once code is moved to staging environment, testing team will start actual testing by executing their test cases. And based on tool whichever we are using, like Zira tool, if we use Zira tool, we'll be logging all the bugs which we find during our testing into Zira tool. And based on that status of the defects, we will be retesting the user stories, we'll be retesting the bugs. So like that the process will go on.
yeah, that's good. That's good from your
And
side.
And for each user story testing team will be preparing evidence documents with all the screenshots for
Yeah,
each and every test case. So that
correct.
will be the evidence for, I mean, if any misunderstanding between developers and for any requirement, developer and tester, developer may understand in one way and tester may understand in one way. So if
Correct.
any mismatches happen, so there will be the discussion based on the screenshots, so that helps in finding out the actual process, I mean actual functionality of the application.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
So what we do in the previous now, I just missed a small point. So in the development phase now, the developer will do a unit testing document. So as I said, he will do a basic testing. So he will do that unit testing document, which we will also do in our hands-on projects. So once they do this unit testing document, right? So what they will do, they will give this unit testing document to the testers so that they will analyze how to test it, or they will be ready with the testing scripts, right? That was a good, Swati. Venkat, you want to add on something? Is Venkat
Yeah,
there?
just yes, yes. I'm there, Shiva.
Yes.
Can you
Yes.
hear me?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. So what, yes, Swati has done is she has covered all the things. Only the thing
Yeah.
is, initially, when you are having a discussion with the BM, so what we do is we'll have our questions which we come up while understanding the acceptance criteria of the user story, and therein we'll discuss with the BA and suggest some things if there is anything need to be modified or discussed. And after that, so we'll be preparing, identifying the scenarios. So what are the things which we are going to, yes, suggested by Swati before preparing the test cases. We'll be identifying the scenarios, and we'll be continuing all the process which was discussed by Swati. So
Yes. Yes. That's good. Yeah. Yeah. That was a nice points you
अच्छा
covered.
माँ
Okay, so as Venkat and Swati said, no, so like that they do the testing and they will find the bugs. So the bugs are usually, I'll just give a user
ఎంత
story.
పంపించాలమ్మా
Venkat,
ఆరు
can you
వందల
mute?
మా ఎంత పంపించాలా చెప్పాను ఫస్ట్
Shiva, I was on mute. It was not me.
Oh, sorry, Venkat. Yeah, sorry, someone. Yeah. So like as I said, no, so they will have a Jira tool like this. I'll explain more about this Jira in the next session, like what we have to do and all. But in this Jira, na, suppose they have working on this user story. So this is user story, and they will have the description acceptance like this. Now tomorrow, the testing team want to raise a bug. So what they will do, they'll create a test case, or they will create one small bug here, like saying that it's a bug, like create a subtask. So it's a bug. Okay. Okay, so in this bug they will be writing all those requirements. Okay, so in this bug they will add the test cases, they will add the test, what mistake it is, and they will add whether it is severe or medium priority, high or medium. Okay, then this belongs to sprint one bugs. So like this they will assign in this Jira tool. So Jira tool is used to manage the project. So we'll explain more in the next session. So as Swati added, so we'll add the attachments of that link bug, or we will do some and assign to the particular developer who has developed. Okay. So like this we do in after in the SIT. Now coming to UAT or pre-prod. So what is pre-prod? So here you will be giving the particular environment to the users. So once the TCS, I just said our TCS is a service now. So TCS testers complete the testing. They will, they'll move to the pre-prod. So in the pre-prod, all the users, stakeholders will come into picture and they will test that environment. Okay, so they will test that environment and they will try to complete all the stories. So they will be testing each and they will try to create a UAT defect. So whatever defect or bug which is raised in SIT is called SIT bug or SIT defect, and whatever defect or bug raised in the UAT will be the UAT defect. Okay, so this is how you will be going. And finally once they develop now, so usually what happens now, so once like this it ends so on. Okay, so like till sprint like they will plan like sprint 40, like that still sprint 40 it will go on building till UAT. Okay, they'll go to till UAT till sprint 40 like that. I mean, not 40, 40 is just an example, some number. Till that, once they'll go on build the application. So one fine day, so like after 40 sprints, na, they will decide, team will decide to deploy into the live. So they will decide to go live. To go live means like moving into the production. Production means live. Live means going into the live and giving this application to the organization. So completely we'll give the application to the organization and the Momo users. As I said, mana Momo users will start using that application and they will start creating the orders, creating the you know develop like taking the payments, delivering the momos to the particular people, and they will do all the requirements. So they will start the users. So this is called go live. So they will go live and then they will start using that application in the real time. So one day the team will connect and they will decide to go or no go live. So they'll check the accessibility, availability, flexibility, maintainability, all these things, and they will decide to go live or no go live. So once the application is in live, so they will try to help the particular application. So the IT team from TCS will try to care the application for the 2 or 3 weeks. So based on the CR, okay. So IT team will hypercare the application, and they will based on the CR. CR means customer request. Okay. Okay. Based on the CR, they will provide their help. So they will care the application based on the customer request. Customer request means this momos, like how many months or how many weeks they want support, because we get production issues also, right? So once it is fixed in and it is live, 100% you will get production issues, guys. So it's not like you build the code very nicely in all the environments and in the production no defect. No, that's very wrong. If your application is not getting defects in production, then it's the wrong application you have built. Okay, so like that you have to think. So in the production, for sure you will get the production defect. So obviously in the production, when it is production defect, it will be prioritized one. So obviously developers will be there without any sleeps. In the weekends also you have to work, in the Sunday Saturdays, okay. Because it is in live, right? So you have to take care of it properly. So in this way you will build your application from the scratch of analyzing the requirements to the going to the live. Okay, so from the scratch of analyzing your requirements till going live, you will be going through all this phase of that software development cycle. Okay, so this in this way usually the clients and the projects goes on in any company, not only TCS. I just gave TCS example. So in any company the project will go and the software development will go in this way. Okay, yeah. So everyone understood? Any doubts? Come on guys, any doubts you can ask me. No doubts? That's good. Comments, yes or no? Yes, thumbs up. Okay. So, yeah, so this is what all about the session of today. So, I just want you all to understand what is agile methodology, as I said. So, in the agile methodology, we'll have user stories, creation, plan, product owner, okay, all these things. Okay. So, I'll give this PPT. No issue. Once you join our trainings, we'll all share all these requirements. Okay. So any questions? We are open to questions now. Not understood, not able to understand all these requirements. Yeah, you can ask me. What is sprint? So each sprint, right? As I said, So each user story will also have some story points. Okay, story points like two pointer, they will say two pointer story, three pointer, five pointer, eight pointer, like this user stories will there. So each pointer means, so one point user story means like one day, like one pointer means like one day of work. Okay, 8 hours work. 8 hours work will include your lunch time also, like that. This is also based upon the client. Some client will keep 7 hours. So US clients are little bit, they are very generous, so they'll keep seven. Some clients will keep 9 hours. Okay. So in this way, each pointer means 8 hours of work. So like this, they will assign two pointer user story, three pointer user story, five pointer to the developers. Okay. So hope you all enjoyed the session. Any doubts? Anyone? Okay. So if you have no doubts, I'll proceed with
Sorry,
the. Yeah, yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah. Some.
this is not related to the sprint agile methodology. Yesterday, I thought of asking one question like, so you said like you will be sharing the recordings with us, right? So we can
Uh,
access those recordings for a long time, right?
yes, yes. You can access Venkat for sure. Yes, we'll give you. Once you registered with us, na, we will share all the recordings and notes.
Okay, fine. Okay. So I need to connect with Manapega admin, right? So for registration and all. So
Yes, yes,
can
for
I do?
registration. Yeah, I'll
Okay,
provide the
but
number.
okay, sure,
Yeah, so I'll provide the number. You can contact.
sure. Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah, so this is the admin number. You can contact, or you can contact me also. Okay, it's better to contact, or you can ping me also. It's fine. Okay, the admin.
So
Hmm.
what is the number? Sorry, I didn't get the number here. So is it the number which was displayed in the PPT 9063443895? Is this
This
your
is
number?
fine. You can ping me, or in the chat. See the chat. In the chat, I have the admin number. You can contact.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
So I think chat has been disabled for this session. I don't know whether it is for me or for all the people. It is the same.
Just say now.
Sorry, Shiva. I am not getting the chat option. I'm not sure about other team members.
Okay. No one is getting. No, sure. I'll write down here. What is there? So you can. So this is the number you can ping. So just try to note down. Yeah. So this is the number. Okay. Now
This is
now
the
it's
admin
visible,
number,
right?
right?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. This is visible.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Nine
So
zero four.
everyone take the screenshot, and yeah, I'll just proceed by who are new joinee, right? Who want to join our trainings. So as I said yesterday also, is it fine, Venkat? Shall I remove? It's done.
Yeah, 9. Yeah. So the number which was displayed in the PPT is yours, right? I can connect
Yeah,
with you, right?
you can pick that also. Yeah, yeah,
So, okay. Thank you. So,
yeah. So to continue with the yesterday session, so as I said, so the theory plus hands-on will have 100 plus hours of trainings. Okay, so the first 30 days will have the theory plus use case, and another hands-on will have 30 plus days. So what is this theory plus use case? So theory plus use cases will have all the theoretical concepts coming from scratch, from first to building of the particular use cases of each topic, all the CSA CWSA topics we have, right? Completely all the integrations and background processing, file listeners, email listeners, security, case management, administration, rule management. Okay, till deployment, we will do these topics. After those 30 days completed, correct? Now we will focus on complete hands-on, means only hands-on of two projects with using the Jira tool. As I said, no, we'll have the Jira tool like this. We'll have the Jira tool and we will give the particular user stories, so to build. So we will have user stories like this, completing the login screen for users, how to build this user story. Okay, so you will be updating. I'll be telling you the design first, then unit, then the code build, then unit testing, then deployment. So like this, I'll be providing you all the unit testing document also. So unit testing documents will be done by you people. How to create the case, like create like this, then the screen is created, then any errors. Okay, you will be doing like this. Once it's done, so you'll be completed. You will be making it as a completed. Okay, so then I'll be moving to done. So in this way, we will be going with the planning of the particular user stories, and let me check the board. Yeah, so like this it looks. So what are all the done user stories, what are all the in progress user stories, all these things will be discussed. So like this we will be have 20 plus 20. 20 plus 20 means 20 user stories from one project and another 20 from another project, like total 40 plus user stories. We'll be doing completely hands on, like no theory, just hands on and interview based questions, scenario based questions, and all these questions. So when you get this hands on, right, you will be able to keep 2 plus or 3 plus, and you can have that confidence of building that applications, and you can keep it in the resume also. So in the resume you can happily keep these two projects and say that, yeah, I have done completely for two POCs, and this is what I have done, this is the rules we have created, this is the applications which I have created. So you'll be confidently saying that, because we have we have saw this practically from our previous batches, and they have analyzed, they have done the projects, they have taken the RAM files. So from the starting of the requirement to the end of the application, we have done it. Okay, so in that way, we have analyzed the complete two hands-on project, and we have completed the batches also. So you also will be into these batches once you registered. So will be have theory first and hands-on next. So we have separate batches also for only hands-on, where you will just get only hands-on, not the theory plus use cases. Okay. So like this, you will daily have 1.5 hour from morning 9 to 10:30 about this session, and daily you will get to, like, 1 hour is for training. I'll be doing half an hour is for your doubt session. So this 30 minutes is for you people, where you can come up with any doubts, ask me and anyone or our admin. Okay, you can ask and proceed with. Okay, so for the registration, So you can contact this number. So note down this number, or you can contact any number which we were showing. So this number also is fine. Okay. So any doubts, anyone still?
Hi Shiva.
Okay.
Yeah, Venkat.
Yep.
So yeah, since we are having so many people joining the sessions, so can you
Yeah.
please explain me how you are going to make sure that when you are giving some exercises or when you are doing some practice, the different people will be getting some different types of errors, right?
Yes,
So how
correct. So that,
we can make sure that all the team members are good with the exercise or something like that. Can you please help?
yes, correct. Yes. So what we do is usually we help through WhatsApp, or we'll connect separately also sometimes when we are free. Okay. Or we will be discussing in this 30 minutes discussion by letting you to share the screen. Okay. Suppose
Okay,
tomorrow when you have an error. So I'll be telling you to share screen I'll give you the presentation option to you, and you will be sharing the screen, and you will be showing all of us what is your error. So in that
okay,
way, we will debug the issue, we will fix the issue, and we will learn and grow.
okay. So
Okay.
if it is after half an hour, how what is that we can do?
Yes.
So
So
to get
after
our
half an hour,
doubts clarified.
obviously, the defect usually we fix that in this half an hour only, because we know the intention of when we are learning, right? We know almost all the issues which we occur. If at all any
Okay,
complex is there, yeah. So after this 30 minutes discussion, right? Whenever we are free, we'll be connecting separately, like half an hour with you, separate half an hour, and debug that issue.
yeah, sure. Yeah, that helps
Okay.
me. Yeah, that is
So in
what
that
I'm
way,
looking for.
yes, yes. In that way, we will discuss and analyze that and complete the learnings.
Sure. Thanks, Shiva. Thanks for the information.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, any doubts you can ask if you have anything, or else we can drop off.